Off the play fake, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Kill. Jam. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Delta. Check.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready. Good team on it. 54. All day. Just like that. Spot. No.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater going deep for his tight end into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here. Not
at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now it's Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tahir Whitehead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Orbit.
Here's Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And some room to run now. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Jones on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check it out. Go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put her on the highlight reel. On first down, this is McCaffrey. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You got tape. You got tape.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Under 21. Hey, Haywood.
To throw is Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Come on, fellas.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
First down, Bridgewater. And Anderson's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. Second and 8 forthcoming. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
53 is the mark. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the 24, Ryan. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 3, 21, down. Switch. 6-6, pull it high. Watch the twist.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Hey, 59, ready.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. 53 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He's going to take a shot, and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
7.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Johnny, ready. 51, down. Target. Base. Let's go. Hey, Tuesday. 53. 5. Get out.
From the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, 59, ready.
53 is the mic. 53.
Let him go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Take that hand with us.
Hey, South.
Let's go right here. 53.
Wait.
53. Check 53.
Go, tackle, let's go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got Smith here. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Check.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check.
Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, that's trash. That's trash. Check.
Wait. Hey, check.
Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
We got three.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Panthers first down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shift. X3. Come.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And again, it's Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal.
Yeah. You don't want none. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Hop on. Switch small. Mike's 54.
Bridgewater again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal.
Let him know. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To the air again with Bridgewater. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Let's get off the field.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. In your face. Short. 54.
Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Check, wait. Time go.
Now a draw play for Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short, Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
36. Check 3.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Matt Bosher now. And we're back now in Charlotte as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 10. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 10-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Falcons take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gun.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Ready.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 51.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, South.
Check 15. Hey, check Mike 21.
What's it on?
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Here we go, again. Check. Check.
Got. 20. Get up.
Now Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Ready. 15 on it. 54. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. But still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go. 25, check 12 and over.
Now Bridgewater on fourth down. Found his target. It's Anderson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
54. Hey, that's scared. That's scared. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Mike 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
66. Bullet. Now.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
59, Daddy. Line 25.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Today's final score is 31.